Hi, I'm Randy Saunders with West Coast Toyota. Today, we'd like to show you the all-new 2021 Highlander. We're looking at the 4th generation Highlander. In fact, it's hard to believe that it's been 20 years since the Highlander was first introduced. It's an amazing new vehicle built on great new technology, the new Tnga platform, which I'll tell you a little bit more later about. It's roomier, it's better looking, it's got more power and even better fuel economy than before. So the Highlander comes in 5 different grades of trim and is also available in a hybrid version. What we're looking at today is actually the limited version, which is one of our most popular models. But there are some commonalities. All Highlanders have LED headlights and also have LED taillights for better visibility on the road. And most models even have LED fog lamps as well. The new 2021 Highlander is much roomier than the previous model. In fact, it has the largest cargo capacity in this class, particularly when we have the third row seat folded down. Let's show you how the third row seat works. Very easy to put up. I'll just very easily flip up the headrest. This vehicle is an 8-passenger version, which has capacity for your family and more. So, you can see how easy it is to get in the third row of this wonderful vehicle. And actually, I'm pretty comfortable back here. I'm about 6 feet tall and regrettably a little wider than average, but I do fit back here, so your whole family is going to easily fit in the vehicle. Let's have a look at the interior. It is really, really luxurious with a lot of fantastic features. The touch and the feel, the dashboard and the stitching that's actual true stitching on the dash, the finish on the console, places to put things with texture so they don't slip around, yet everything looks luxury and very, very high end. I'd arguably say that this is the nicest finished sport utility in the mid-size segment. But there's other features we want to talk about as well. A big 8-inch screen for your infotainment and navigation. This model has what's called JBL sound with 11 speakers and 1200 watts. Phenomenal sound. Also has onboard navigation for you to be able to plan your trips. You just touch the screen and you get a full screen view. 3-zone climate control. Front, middle, and back passengers all have separate climate control settings available to them. Even things like a charging pad for your phone in mid and high level models. You just drop your phone in there. Most recent current phones will charge automatically without actually plugging them in. So that's really handy as well. Unbelievable finish on the seats. This model having not only heated but cooled seats, and the cooling is done by drawing air through them, not out of them, which promotes even better cooling on the interior seats. Fantastic on a hot summer day. There's even a large screen, which I'll just turn this on here. There's a 7-inch screen here for you to view a lot of things you need to know about when you're driving. Everything is easy to get at. Heated steering wheel. There's a switch right here to turn it on. If you look here on the dashboard, you've got the high capacity charging 2.1 amp hookups for your devices. Plus, of course, you've got a USB outlet to hook your phone up to transfer information into the head unit. But music and things like that will transfer automatically by Bluetooth, so you don't have to even plug it in for most functions, which is really fantastic. The other neat thing about the head unit is it has Apple CarPlay and also Android Auto on board. So all you have to do is plug your phone in, and the most common functions of your phone on either platform will come up and be available on the dashboard for you to use, so you don't have to touch your phone while you're driving to do things like check text messages or use the navigation that you're most used to on your telephone perhaps. So all those things go to a safer driving environment. I've been asked often why the screen is so high. Well, the reasoning for that is that when you're driving, if the screen was low like it used to be in the old days, you'd be looking down like this and would have your eyes off the road, but it's actually higher so you don't lose your peripheral vision while you're driving. You can check what's on the screen and still not lose total sight of the road. Makes sense. So there's one other thing to note. In the Platinum model, which is the top of the line, the digital display here on the dashboard is actually 12.3 inches in size, the largest in the class. And there's also a digital display rear view mirror. How that works is there's a little camera in the back window, so if you've got all your cargo packed right to the ceiling, you just push a button on your rear view mirror and an actual TV screen type picture shows up of what's behind you, identical to the field of vision that you would have on your rear view mirror. That makes it great for a long trip when you're taking everything with you and you still have your visibility to the rear that you need to be the safest on the road. So XLE and up has a sunroof, but the limited and platinum models have this fantastic, what we call panorama roof. And it extends so far back, leaving with a tremendous feeling of open air comfort. It's just awesome. And the roof goes up and out, so we get the most possible headroom we can in this cockpit. Isn't that great? So one of the questions we always get is, does it have a backup camera? Absolutely. All Highlander models have a backup camera. But better yet, not only does it have a backup camera, look at this. Right by the lens is a small cleaning stream of fluid that comes out when you operate your rear window washer. Isn't that neat? So as I mentioned earlier, the Highlander comes in not only a traditional version, but also a hybrid version. Why hybrid? Well, it's something that we've done with Toyota for over 20 years now. I first had hybrids on my showroom floor in 1999, and they're certainly well proven. But the biggest benefit is there's no difference visually to the vehicle. All the equipment is the same, but the hybrid system provides 32% better fuel mileage than the traditional gasoline-powered engine only. A lot of people really like that because gas is never going to get cheaper, only more expensive. And certainly we always want to do the right thing for the environment. So, what's under the hood? Depends on whether it's hybrid or the regular version, but let's talk about performance. Great performance along with excellent fuel mileage, and you even got great towing capacity as well, because a lot of people like to tow a little something along with them. The regular gas version is a 5,000 pound towing capacity. The hybrid though still has 3,500 pounds towing capacity, and both vehicles have built-in trailer sway control, which helps control the trailer when it slightly gets out of sync. We mentioned all-wheel drive as well earlier, and both the regular and the hybrid version are available or have all-wheel drive, but it works just slightly differently in each version. The regular version has a traditional shaft that transmits power from the engine and transmission to the rear wheels, but for great performance and the best fuel economy, the hybrid actually has an electric motor in the rear that's not connected mechanically, but it is connected electronically to the drivetrain, and that singular electric motor drives the rear wheels when you need that extra bit of traction. This contributes to excellent fuel mileage as well, because we're driving the rear wheels with an electric motor. And it is tremendously reliable. We've had this method of propulsion available to us for many, many, many years now. So earlier I mentioned the buzzword Tnga. What that stands for is Toyota's new global architecture. That refers to the chassis on this vehicle, which is significantly torsionally stiffer than the previous model. In doing that, they can do a better job with the suspension, and when they do that, you've got a better ride and actually an even tighter turning radius, which makes it easier to handle. All of this contributes to the best ride we've ever had in a Highlander, and also the quietest Highlander ever. So last but not least, let's talk about safety. Safety is paramount to our customers and also to Toyota. Because of that, Toyota's come up with what's called Toyota Safety Sense. This one has the latest version, which is called Toyota Safety Sense 2.5, with a whole lot of great features to keep you safer. It has automatic braking with pedestrian detection and even bicycle detection. It's got automatic high beams, 600 meters for taillights, 800 meters for headlights. It senses them and turns your high beams off automatically. It's got rear cross traffic alert in some models and a whole host of other things. What I'd like you to do is come down to our dealership, West Coast Toyota in Pitt Meadows, just across the bridge in Pitt Meadows, and have a look at it with my product advisors. We'd be glad to show you all the features and take you for a test drive. Thank you very much for watching. We appreciate your time.